कंचनाब्ज गर्वहारि गौरभा कुंकुमक्त कंचनाब्ज गर्वहारि गौरभा पीतलांचितब्ज गंध कीर्ति निंदि सौरभा पीतलांचितब्ज गंध कीर्ति निंदि सौरभा वल्लभेश सूनु सर्ववांछितार्थ साधिका वल्लभेषु सूनु सर्ववांछितार्थ साधिका मय्यमात्म पाद पद्म दास दस्तु राधिका मय्यमात्म पाद पद्म दास दस्तु राधिका कौरविंद कीर्ति कौरविंद कांति निंद्र चित्रपट्ट सातिका कौरविंद कांति निंद्र चित्रपट्ट सातिका कृष्णमत्त भृंग केलि पुल्ल पुष्प वाटिका कृष्णमत्त भृंग केलि पुल्ल पुष्प वाटिका कृष्ण नित्य संगमार्थ पद्म बंधु राधिका कृष्ण नित्य संगमार्थ पद्म बंधु राधिका मय्यमात्म पाद पद्म दास दस्तु राधिका मय्यमात्म पाद पद्म दास दस्तु राधिका सौकुमार्य सृष्ट पल्लवालि कीर्ति निग्रह सौकुमार्य सृष्ट पल्लवालि कीर्ति निग्रह चंद्र चंद्र नोत्पलेन्दु सेव्य सीत विग्रह चंद्र चंद्र नोत्पलेन्दु सेव्य सीत विग्रह स्वाभिमर्श वल्लभीश कामताप बाधिका स्वाभिमर्श वल्लभीश कामताप बाधिका मय्यमात्म पाद पद्म दास दस्तु राधिका मय्यमात्म पाद पद्म दास दस्तु राधिका विश्वविंजयोद्वताभिवंदिता पिया रमा विश्वविंजयौवताभिवंदिता पिया रमा रूप नव्य यौवनादि संपदान यस्समा रूप नव्य यौवनादि संपदान यस्समा लीलहा दलीलया च सायतोऽसि नाधिका लीलहा दलीलया च सायतोऽसि नाधिका मय्यमात्म पाद पद्म दास दस्तु राधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्मदासदस्तु राधिका रासलश्च नव्य रास किधर गया रासलश्च गीत नर सत्कलालि पंडिता रासलश्च गीत नर्म सत्कलालि पंडिता प्रेम रम्य रूप वेश सद्गुणालि मंडिता प्रेम रम्य रूप वेश सद्गुणालि मंडिता विश्वनव्य गोपयोषि दालितोऽपि याधिका विश्वनव्य गोपयोषि दालितोऽपि याधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्मदासदस्तु राधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्मदासदस्तु राधिका नित्य नव्य रूप केलि कृष्ण भाव संपदा नित्य नव्य रूप केलि कृष्ण भाव संपदा कृष्ण राग बंध गोप यौवतेषु कंपदा कृष्ण राग बंध गोप यौवतेषु कंपदा कृष्ण रूप वेशिकेलि लग्न सत्समाधिका कृष्ण रूप वेशिकेलि लग्न सत्समाधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्मदासदस्तु राधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्मदासदस्तु राधिका श्वेदकम्पकण्टकास्तु गद्गदादि संचिता श्वेदकम्पकण्टकास्तु गद्गदादि संचिता मर्षहर्ष वामतादि भावभूषणांचिता मर्षहर्ष वामतादि भावभूषणांचिता कृष्ण नेत्र तोषि रत्न मंडनालिदाधिका कृष्ण नेत्र तोषि रत्न मंडनालिबाधका लिदाधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्मदासदस्तु राधिका मय्यमात्मपादपद्मदासदस्तु राधिका या क्षणार्ध कृष्ण विप्रयोग संततोदिता या क्षणार्ध कृष्ण विप्रयोग संततोदिता नेकदन्य चापलादि भाव वृंद मोदिता अनेकदैन्य चापलादि भाव वृंद मोदिता यत्न लब्ध कृष्ण संग निर्गता किलाधिका यत्न लब्ध कृष्ण संग निर्गता किलाधिका मय्यमात्मपाद पद्मदासदस्तु राधिका मय्यमात्मपाद पद्मदासदस्तु राधिका ninth Bani, the Phalashruti, means what you get by reciting this glorification of Radharani. The blessings you can. Ashtakena sastanena nauti Krishna vallabham. Ashtakena sastanena nauti Krishna vallabham. Daishane pisaila jadi yoshidali dullabham. Darshane pisaila jadi yoshidali dullabham. Krishna sanga nanditatma dasa siddhu bhajanam. Krishna sanga nanditatma dasa siddhu bhajanam. Tam karoti nanditali sanchayasu sajanam. Tam karoti nanditali sanchayasu sajanam. Mahyamatma pada padma dasa dastu radhika. Padma dasa dastu Mahyamatma pada padma dasa dastu radhika. Last line. Mahyamatma, every verse last line is that one. Mahyamatma pada padma dasa dastu radhika. Mahyamatma pada padma dasa dastu radhika. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram, Jaya Radha, Radhanata, Radhanata, Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha, Radhanata, Radhanata, Sri Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya. Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya. Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Guru. Nam Sankirtan ki jai, Ananta Kodi Vishnu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation, read it. Wonderful it is. Turn by turn, read it. Ravindra, start. Loudly, loudly, Mona. Loudly.
She is the pride of a golden lotus flower, anointed with a ting of red kumkum, vermilion. Her sweet fragrance mocks the fame of aroma and of the lotus flower sprinkled with saffron's powder. She is fully qualified to fulfill all the desires of the sun and the king, of the coward men. May Sri Radhika bestow upon me the service of a own lotus feet.
Amazing colorful silken garments made the splendor of the red coral field ashamed. She is a garden of blossoming flowers where the maddened bumblebee named Krishna performs amorous pastimes. She worships the sun god daily in order to attain the continual association of a beloved Krishna. May Sri Radhika bestow upon me the service of her own lotus feet.
Mataji, 8 and 9, you read it, Mataji, because no time, already about 8. 8 and 9.
If she is apart from Krishna for even half a moment, she becomes stricken with raging suffering, restlessness, and a multitude of other ecstatic symptoms of separation. When she regains the association of Krishna after some effort, then all of her anguish immediately vanishes. May Sri Radhika bestow on her the service of her own lotus feet.
So Krishnadas Kaviraj blesses that by reciting this glorification of Radharani, we will get the personal service along with the gopis. That similarly delighted girlfriend means gopis. Gopis, though the translation comes girlfriend, is not a girlfriend, gopi means pure devotees. Goyate piyate iti gopi. Anybody pure devotees, they are called gopi or gopa. Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Okay. Yasyanubhavamakalastrutisaramekam adhyatmadipamati shitam tamondham samsarinam karunaya puranaguyam tamyasasunamupayami gurum muninam Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva naruttamam devim saraswatim yasam tato jayamudirayet nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. We will continue from the Canto 4, chapter 24, text 27 we discussed today. Chapter 4, Canto 4 discuss on what topic? First day we discussed it. What is the heading given by Srila Prabhupada? Secondary creation. Secondary creation means the creation done by Brahma and Manus, other sages. Primary creation done by Mahavishnu. Okay? Primary creation means creating the 5 great elements, 5 working senses, 5 knowledge acquiring senses, 5 sense objects, and mind intelligence, and controlling demigods, we call Lokapal, we call them, and Brahma. These are created by Mahavishnu. So this is called primary creation. And based on the karma, Brahma gives particular living entity the particular body, depending on the karma. This is called second creation. 77. Vindate Purusho Amushmad. Where before yam there is apostrophe, is it? So where the a apostrophe there, that means it is is there but silent. Because of the chand grammatical, they put the apostrophe to say that the a, but you cannot say it. Yad yad ichchati asatvaram mad gita gitat spuritat supritat shreyasam eka vallabhat vindate purusho amushmad yad yad icchat asatvaram mad gita gitat supritat mad gita gita supritat shreyasam eka vallabhi shreyasam eka vallabhat vindate purusho amushmad yad yad icchat sattvaram mad gita gita supritat shreyasam eka vallabhat vindate purusho amushmad yad yad icchat asatvaram mad gita gita supritat shreyasam eka vallabhat. Shreyasam eka vallabhat vindate purushamushma yadda icchat sattvaram mad gita gita suprichat Shreyam Mataji's vindate purusho amushmad mad gita gita supritat Mataji's vindate purusho amushmad yad Vindate achieves Purushaha, a devotee, Amushmat, from the personality of Godhead. Yat yat, that which Ichchati desires, Asasvaram, being fixed, Mad Gita, sung by me, Gitat, by the song, Supritat, from the Lord, who is very pleased. Shreyasam, of all benedictions. Eka, one, Vallabha, from the dearmost. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality Godhead is the dearmost object of all auspicious benedictions. A human being who sings this song sung by me can please the Supreme Personality Godhead. Such a devotee, being fixed in the Lord's devotional service, can acquire whatever he wants from the Supreme Lord. Purport. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 6:22, Yam labdha taparam labham manyate nadhikam tataha. If one can attain the favor of Supreme Personality Godhead, he has nothing to aspire for, nor does he desire any other gain. When Dhruva Maharaj became perfect by austerity and saw the Supreme Personality Godhead face to face, he was offered any kind of benediction he wanted. However, Dhruva replied that he did not want anything, for he was perfectly satisfied with the benediction of seeing the Lord. Except for the service of the Supreme Lord, whatever we want is called illusion, Maya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Divera Swarupa Hoi Krishnera Nityadasa. Chaitanya Charitamrita, 20th chapter, Madhya Lila, 108 verse. Every living entity is an eternal servant of the Lord. Therefore, when one engages in the service of the Lord, he realizes the highest perfection of life. If a faithful servant can fulfill any desire by the grace of the Master, and one who engages in transcendental loving service of the Lord has nothing to aspire for separately, all his desires are fulfilled by simply engaging constantly in the Lord's loving service. Lord Shiva shows us that any devotee can be successful simply by chanting the prayers which he has recited. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Tatvanmelitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kantana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kurvasindubhyevacha Patitanam Pavane Vaishnavebhyo Namo Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama. They do spray, I think, huh? On the flowers, that's very good. Sorry. In this chapter, Lord Shiva preaching Prachetas, sons of Prachana Bhari are also known as Bharisat, how to please the Lord. The very wonderful verses. 30 from the verse 33 to goes up to 74, 77 you can say. In the verse 74, Lord Shiva says that Atedam nichadayukto japanna hita puman achara sreya atnoti vasudeva parayanam. A devotee of Lord Krishna, whose mind is always absorbed in him, who with great attention and reverence chant this stotra prayers, will achieve the greatest perfection of life without delay. The next of the instructions, Srila Prabhupada says, even form of the life is meant for the perfection, Nishrayasaya. Perfection means engaging in the loving devotional service to go back to home, Godhead. Purpose of form of life, there is nothing else. Anything other than the engaging in bhakti, devotional service to the Lord, that is, other than this one, all other are available even to the animals. Human being got the developed consciousness, intelligence. Therefore, human being, this body is meant for realization of the absolute truth and going back home to Godhead, from where we all have come. We don't belong here. Temporary it is. We all belong to spiritual world. Golokameva nivasatya kilatma bhuta Govinda Madi Purusham tamaham bhajami. We all coming from there. And Lord Shiva is a great devotee of the Lord, Vaishnavanam Yatashambho. In the Brahma Samhita, where the Shiva Tattva is explained, Chiram Yatha Dadivikara Vishesha Yoga Sanjayate na tatah pratagasti hetu Yaha Shambhutam api tatha samupaiti karyat Govindamadi Purusham tamam bhajami. So in the Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the first sentence is that Lord Shambhu is not second God. To differentiate between Shambhu and Krishna, it is offense to Krishna. When you are criticizing Lord Shiva, you are directly criticizing Lord Sri Krishna Vasudeva. One has to be very careful. Sometimes we hear in our devotee out of ecstasy, they also say, oh Krishna, Lord Shiva is nothing, Lord Durga is nothing. It is a great offense. Durga is also called Vaishnavi Narayani. When she got the holding the 8 hands and Shankha Chakra Gada Padma bow and rope and this, at that time she is known as the Narayani Vaishnavi. She is the personal energy of the Lord. When you criticize the wife of a person, do you think husband will be very pleased? Actually gets angry. So because she is the energy of the husband. So when you criticize his energy, you don't think that Krishna will be happy. No. Energy, whether internal energy or external, there is no difference. Prabhupada gives a wonderful example. Just like electricity is there. In the summer we use the electricity for the air conditioning, get cool air. But the same electricity we use in winter to get the heat. Is it? Can we say that no, electricity of the summer is different and electricity in the winter different? So Prabhupada says that in the same way, Lord got one energy. When he is using that energy, Shakti, to maintain the material universe, we call it the external energy, Durga. But when the same energy is used for the management and maintenance of the spiritual worlds, we call her Yogamaya, Antaranga potency, internal potency. But there is no difference, depending on the function where that energy is used. So we have to be little cautious here. Lord Shiva preaching how one should satisfy the Lord says that by reciting these verses. Why? Because these verses these Koti prayers are recited by Lord Shiva, who is the best of the best Vaishnava. We all sing in the Vaishnava songs. Why? Because they are realized souls. Otherwise, why should we sing written by somebody else? We understand that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, they are highly elevated souls. So whatever they say, we accept. In the same way, Lord Shiva pure devotee of the Lord, because it is coming from his lotus mouth, we have to take it as a blessings. When the pure devotee says something, Lord will accept it to do it. In Mahabharata you can see, Krishna said, I am not going to take any weapon to fight. I am just a chariot driver. Bhishma said that I will make you take the weapons. Krishna promised that I will not take any weapon to fight. But Bhishma Deva said that beginning of the war, conditions, how we are going to fight, what are the conditions. In the conditions said that Bhishma said, I will make sure that you will take up your weapons to fight. One is the devotee taking a promise, oath, and Lord is taking also say that no. But Lord very kind to the devotees. Lord doesn't mind if he is inflamed, but he doesn't want the words of his devotee to go waste. That's why to please Bhishma he took the weapon to kill himself, Bhishma. So Lord is very much pleased. Whatever the pure devotee says, Lord abide by the instructions. In the 9th canto, Lord Narayan says to Durvasa, Aham bhakta paradhina nahi swatantri vadvija. I am controlled by my devotee, I am not independent. So whatever pure devotee says, it's a very powerful, important, because that is verse of the Lord. So here, this verse, today's verse, that okay. A human being who sings this song sung by me can please the Supreme Personal Godhead. Such a devotee, being fixed in the Lord's devotional service, can acquire whatever he wants. That is the beauty of the devotional service. Devotees, what we want to get it. But Lord knows what we want. We don't know sometimes. Sometimes I want this one. No, I want this also. That's why Bhagavatam in the beginning says, Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yadesa parsham param. When you have no desires at all, when you got all the material desires, or one want to go back home, Vaikuntha, liberation. Intelligent person, he means intelligent person, will worship the Supreme Lord Vasudeva. Because the source of all benediction. When you worship him, get. Here also indirectly, Lord Shiva also says that Vasudeva Krishna, when pleased by my song, my prayers, you get everything. And Prahlad Maharaj also says the same too. Tushteta tatra kimalabhyamanantamadye kim tai grunya vatigaradi swasiddha dharmadaya agunena kanchitena saram dusham charnayo urgayatam ta. Tushteta tatra kimalabhyam. When tushte means satisfied, when pleased by the service of devotee, for the devotee there is nothing he cannot get it. Alabhya means there is nothing who cannot get anything. Dharmartha kama moksha. Economic development, fulfilling desires, maintaining family. These all come according to our karma. For that we don't have to do any work in this life. What we are enjoying or suffering in this life, that is the result of the previous life karma. What we do in this life, we are it is for the next life. That's why Prabhupada writes that future, next life is in our hand. What type of life we want in the next life when we leave this body, that we are preparing in this now. So what we have done in the previous karma, we are to get it, dharmartha kama moksha. For that we don't have to struggle very hard. We get it automatically. That's why I say, tushteta tatra kimalabhyamanantamadhe dharma adaya atgunena kanchitena. Whereas the devotional service is not to karma, doesn't come under dharma, artha, kama, moksha, dollar. It is beyond this one. Moksha means liberation. And Bhagavatam 11th canto also says, Krishna says, and proper nectar of instruction also says, what he says? Bhakti comes first or liberation comes first. Prabhupada writes, First liberation, then bhakti. Unless one is liberated from material existence, he cannot properly engage in the devotional service. We can see so many thousands of initiated devotees are there. Because they don't understand the bhakti, they think that by doing the bhakti I get liberation. So as such, they can't fix in the bhakti level. Oh, somebody says, oh, that devotee says like this one, he's shouting at me. It means still you are in the body consciousness. A person is properly liberated from the body consciousness, then only he can properly situate and engage in service of the Lord. You understand that whether somebody criticizing me, glorifying me, it has nothing to do with me, it is related to the body. But me, I am serving the Lord. My service is not related to the body. I am using the body to serve the Lord. That should be the mood. But that's why say that once you are liberated from the material consciousness, then you are situated in the spiritual consciousness, which is bhakti. It's a Prabhupada always right, Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means you are already self-realized soul it is. That's why stress always given in ISKCON also, as Srila Prabhupada writes that one should come in the Mangalarati. Sorry, I don't come nowadays because of my problem. And one should do the japa in association with the devotees. One should hear Bhagavatam. One should serve. The one who engages in the four activities of devotional service, he never will fall down. Whether we are householder or devotee in the temple, schedule is same. Human being must get up in the Brahma Muhurta, which starts 1.5 hours before sunrise. It is. You don't find any animal sleeping after morning 5 o'clock. Go to cattle post and you can see it. You can see the birds by 5 o'clock and flying. And we have the good sleep, is it? Only the human being, because we got that developed intelligence, so we transgress the natural law. So here that, today last says that, Bhagavad Gita also says, Yam labdha chaparam labham manyate nadikam tataha. If one can attain the favor of the Lord, then nothing we can attain. That's why I say, tushte tatatra kemalabhyam. When the Lord is tushte, satisfied with our service, then nothing a devotee which cannot get it. At that stage, what devotee wants? My Lord, I want nothing from you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he says in the 4th verse, says Chastakam. Mama janmani janmanishwar bhavatad bhakti rahit kitai. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye. Mama janmani janmanishwar bhavatad bhakti. I want nothing in the life. What is life? Life after life, I want to engage in your service. That's all. Devotee doesn't want, because if we, as a pure devotee, means we are serving the Lord for the pleasure of Radha Radhanath. We are doing service not for our pleasure. If we think that, no, I am doing my service so that I feel happy, no, we are wrong. Whether I feel happy or disturbed doesn't matter, but I want to satisfy the Lord. That's why our bhakti in the Gaudiya Sampradaya, in ISKCON, is in the mood of the gopis. Gopis, when Krishna was going to Mathura, Gopis said, no, you don't go. If you go, we are all going to die. They lie down on the road. You drive the chariot on us. Finally, Krishna said, tell me, by allowing me to go to Mathura, you make me happy. But stopping me, if I stop going to Mathura and stay in Vrindavan, you will be happy, but I won't be happy. Which one you want it? Gopi said, no. Keshav, we always want to see your smiling face. In any circumstances, we want to see you smiling. For you are smiling, for your happiness, we can suffer, no problem, but we must go to Mathura. That is a sacrifice. That is called Gopi Bhava. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, our bhakti should be in the Gopi Bhava. Arajyo Bhagavan Vraje Satanaya Tad Dhama Vrindavanam Ramya kvachit upasana vrajavadhu vargena ya kalpita. Vrajavadhu means gopis. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that one should engage in service of the Lord in the separation as gopis did it. Viraha bhava. Oh, I'm with Radhanath. No. When I'm going to see Radhanath, when I'm going to talk to him, when I'm going to serve him, that mood should be in that way. That's why here Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, when they get the favor of Lord, then nothing a devotee can't get it. They get, when Dhruva Maharaj became, before Dhruva Maharaj performed tapasya austerity, he wanted to become emperor of the more kingdom than his grandfather. Who was his grandfather? Brahma. Brahma's son was Manu. Manu's son was Uttanapada. Uttanapa's son was Dhruva. So such a person, he wanted a kingdom even the bigger than his grandfather. But when he saw Lord Krishna appeared in front of him and put his lotus hand on because when Dhruva saw Krishna, he was just a 5 years little boy. When he saw Krishna 400 form, beautiful form, he doesn't know what to say. And when Lord Krishna put his hand on the head of Dhruva, all contamination gone, all the transcendental knowledge got it, then offered the prayers. When Lord asked that, Dhruva, what you want? I want nothing. Why? Because he was purified of the material desires. But Lord understood, no. Now you say you don't want anything, but you did austerities with some desire. So I fulfilled that desire. Then it said that now you will be eternally staying in the pole star, North Pole. All the demigods, the entire universe circumambulate the North Pole, keeping the North Pole on the right direction. Because that is the abode of, Srila Prabhupada mentioned the Dhruva Maharaj pastimes, that is abode of, that is also Vaikuntha, North Pole also Vaikuntha in the material universe. That is the place of Chiroskai Vishnu. Those sages who meditate upon the 400 form of the Lord, when they are liberated, they go to North Pole, that is Shvetadipa, where Chiroskai Vishnu is there. When the whole universe is devastated, then they all will be transferred to spiritual world. Except for the service of Supreme Lord, whatever we want is illusion. So, important points Srila Prabhupada is giving us, we should not ask any material desire from the Lord. They come and go. And remember, Lord will not transgress the law of the dharma, karma. It is the Lord who made the karma. If you do this one, you get it. So I have not done anything by asking the Lord, how is he going to give? You have to do some karma. That's why sages do austerity. Not eating, not sleeping, they perform. That is karma. As a result, they get it. So we should ask only, my Lord, how I can make you please. The devotee who asks the Lord for the pleasure, my Lord, whatever you want to give me, but I want to engage in your service. I don't want to go to heaven or hell. I don't want to go to Vaikuntha. What I want to serve your lotus feet. Nothing else. As a devotee, we can ask, my Lord, please bless me not to have any attachment to my family. Family is the great obstacle in the path of devotional service. But it doesn't mean that we leave the family, become sannyasi. No. Being the family, at the same time, don't be the family. You have seen in the moat, we have the lotus flowers in the water. It always survives in the water, but never become wet. As a flower or leaf, you take it, it never becomes wet. A devotee Vaishnava's life should also be like that. Stay with the family, at the same time, no attachment. That is the real sannyasa. Not that you put the sannyasa clothes, think how is my mother, how is the grandchildren. Prabhupada it is monkey sannyasa it is. So devotee only there that, only for the mercy of the Lord, we want how to satisfy the Lord. But since Dhruva Maharaj didn't ask, but Lord knows it. In the same way, though we are not disclosing what I wanted, but the Lord knows what I want. He is the super soul. He knows everything about me, or the entire universe. So what is good for us, Lord will give. If we ask for the money, and Lord sees that I give money to this person, he continue to engage in my service, then He will give it. But He understands that by getting the money, he becomes affected by the illusion Maya, then He won't give the money to the devotees. So every living entity is an eternal servant of the Lord. A servant duty to serve. Master. When one engages in service of the Lord, realizes the highest perfection of life. A faithful servant can fulfill any desire by the grace of the Master. And one who engages in the transcendental service of Lord has nothing to aspire separately other than the service to the Lord. Any devotee who is desiring or requesting the Lord something else other than devotional service, he cannot be called a devotee in the real terms. Bhagavatam also says it. Nishreyasaya vishaya kalu sarvatasya. The main form of the body is meant for Nishreyasaya, perfection of the life. If somebody said, I want to enjoy the life, human form body, given a good house and good family, I want to enjoy. The Bhagavatam says, Vishaya kalu sarvatasya. Vishaya means sense gratification. Sense gratification is there in all the living entities, not only human body. It is animal also got to enjoy the sense gratification, that's why they are producing more children. And fish produce highest number of the children because their sense gratification. So but the devotional service is only available to human being on the earth planet. It is only human being who can get liberated by engaging in service of the Lord. No demigod can get liberated from the upper planetary systems. We stop here. Any questions? You are welcome. Okay. No question? We stop here. Srimad Bhagavad Puran ki jai, Jagat Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Understandable? Too smart.
Yeah, accent is
Understandable.